What's good, y'all? Hope everybody's living well and staying blessed. It's your boy Marcus B. As always, I'm joined by the one and only Mr. Evan Simmons, and new guy Chris is back. We finally got the schedules in. Yeah, woo, bud. Anyways, this is episode 92 of Holla Me with yours truly, and it's finally me and the boys just getting together and talking about some stuff. And as men do, we decided we were going to talk about emotions and feelings because we're progressive out here, folks. We talk about these things. And then we talk about the Olympics. We talk about the Olympics and how the NBA players are not allowed back into America if they do not get gold. These are my feelings, and I have a right to my feelings. And then we top it off with Loki and just everything about the Marvel universe and things we're looking forward to with those new things coming out. So if you like what we're doing out here, make sure you like, follow, share, and subscribe. Do you guys know which one's more important? It turns out I think liking might be the most important thing.
How we get more
Yeah, that's how you get into the algorithm. So if you like our stuff, it'd be super and greatly appreciated to help us out, right? You don't even necessarily need to share. Just like it so that way other people can find it. Anyways, if you guys need any supplements, nutrients, vitamins, apparel, workout gear, go to Redcon1. Use my promo code T20MarcusB under tier operator. Before you go to checkout, you get an extra 20% off depending on what the sale is, and you help support the podcast, and we greatly appreciate it. So I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Peace. What's up, man?
That's the energy we're coming with. Like we just didn't have a
hot. That was a bit hot, yeah.
Wait, are you on?
Check
I just went
up, hey, up.
There you are.
Hey,
Okay.
up,
There you go.
hey, ho. Yeah, you're right. We did just talk for like 30 minutes previously.
Yeah,
So, how was your day?
that was good.
Yeah.
I'm at that weird stage of life where like I'm just kind of like I'm not on autopilot, but I'm just on like yeah, whatever. Like
What does that mean?
for facts. I mean, I went to therapy this week,
Okay.
and
How was that?
I was like, yeah, everything's fine. Like I went for an hour and it was just like, yeah, I'm good.
That's not how therapy works, Bubba.
I know.
It's not good.
It's kinda-
You just wasted a therapy session.
Yeah, basically did. Yeah, like wasted that however many dollars.
Gotta get in there, baby. Every time.
There wasn't much to like.
No, there's always stuff to get in there.
Usually for me, in order to like bring stuff up or to like talk about it,
Something
like
has had to have happened.
something has to have happened, or I have to be feeling those things. Like I can't just be oh, otherwise it feels like artificial. Like it feels like
You have such a,
what?
I don't want to say disingenuous, but just like the way you think about stuff. Like it's the same thing with your comedy where like you're like, oh, once I say it once, it's old and I can't use it.
Yeah.
Like you have such a disconnect from like thoughts and emotions.
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
strange.
Yeah, that's my secret talent is I can
I don't think that's a talent, Bo.
like look at my emotions from a distance and be like, that's weird. All right, move on past that.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I've
You should probably talk about that in therapy because that's not how you're supposed to process emotions.
I think I tried at one point to like bring it up. I was like, I think I mentioned I shouldn't be talking about my therapy sessions later.
You shouldn't. But you know.
I mean, like,
podcast is basically therapy.
I mean, there's literally like a clip where we clipped of me saying like, I think the Jedi's like taught me.
Yeah.
The Jedi taught me how to like. I mean, I don't know. I look at that stuff and I'm like, I think that's why I come off as so like even keeled.
Yeah.
I just kind of view my emotions as the emotion and just be like, oh yeah, that's anger. All right.
That's super unhealthy, dog.
Is it though?
Yeah.
I think it's more healthy
I don't think it is.
than like.
That goes into the Rhonda stuff, man, of not actually feeling emotions. Your shit's muted, son.
No, I feel them. I feel them.
Okay.
You feel
I've
them,
felt,
but you recognize that you feel them.
yeah, I recognize them. Like
That sounds like robot. Why did I say it like that?
the way I put it is this way. The way I put it is this way. I went to Sonic. It was like a couple of weeks ago. Hold on.
right.
I went to Sonic, and the ice cream machine was broken.
Yeah.
And the thing is, picture like a Karen or whatever. Whenever they hear that,
Yeah.
they would get so mad and just start like yelling at the person on the thing and just being like whatever, like, why can't you all like fix the machine like right now? Like,
Yeah.
So the way that I process that is, I came here for ice cream. The ice cream machine is broken. Yes, I'm mad about that, but there's nothing that they can do to fix that situation right now. So I get mad about it. Move on.
Yeah, no, that's a healthy way to process emotions.
Yeah.
And
That's a correct emotion to have
right.
in that situation.
And that's how I like process most of my emotions. Is like there's nothing right now that like me getting mad about this can literally fix right now.
So it's more about the anger side of emotion.
Yeah, like anger or like really feeling like, you know, and like I mean I feel like intense happiness. But
Yes,
it's
I
never
don't feel that.
but it's never like I'm like, you know, like woo, like joy. Like I mean you'll often see me like forever just hanging out and I'm just like silent. It's because I'm enjoying the moment. I'm just like looking at the moment from a distance and being like, oh yeah, I'm like in a happy space right now.
This is cool.
Yeah, like it's nice to be like, this is cool every once in a while. So that's how I process emotions. And yes, it can come across as very like robotic and like, are you sure you're feeling those things? Like, yeah, I'm feeling them. I just don't. I don't need to like wallow in them.
I don't know, man. That sounds a lot like me, and I know I don't have emotions, so I'm gonna say that you don't have emotions.
You just got heated like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, I have soft emotions.
What do you mean soft emotions?
Like I have, like, the artist formerly known as emotions.
You turned a metaphor into like a more of a metaphor.
Yeah, yeah, it did. I thought it made sense in my head when I thought of it.
Yeah.
It's like when you're on a diet and you're really craving like a donut,
Sure.
and then you have an apple instead.
Oh, okay.
Like, no, you wanted the bullshit sugar.
You could have like punched a wall or something.
Yeah.
And, like done all this stuff, but instead you just like.
I just kind of get like voice a little bit faster, a little bit higher, but I don't actually like feel that.
I mean, yeah, if you like indulge, that's the thing. Personally, whenever like people sounds bad, when people indulge in their feelings.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? What are you like? What are
Well,
you
see,
crying about?
that's what I'm saying is that I think you're supposed to indulge in the emotions, and I think that's what we don't do, and that's why we're broken.
I don't. No, the way I picture that more as not as we're broken, as I picture it more as like we're self-regulating. We're able to like not start crying for like.
Yeah, that's not good.
But like if you're like experiencing like a moderate amount of discomfort and you start crying about it, like.
Well, yeah, but no, this goes back to the conversation of I confuse composure for a lack of emotions.
Okay.
At some point in time, we talked about it on here.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
but like to kind of recap that idea, it's like whenever I get into any situation, I just shut off all emotions of like any intense situation of like you should be like really happy, and I'm like, cool. You should like, it's okay to scream at this point in time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that sucks.
Like I remember the end of marching season last year, like at the end of UIL, like me and you were just like, yeah,
yeah,
we did it, we succeeded,
got the one.
Like,
all right,
we did a good job.
Yeah, like kids were like flipping out, like kid did a backflip. They didn't really do a backflip, but you know, like
yeah, they were. I thought some kid did do a backflip.
They might have. There's a lot of jumping. A lot of folks.
Yeah, like I never, like whenever
Yeah, we're supposed to feel that.
whenever they do that stuff, I'm like, oh, so why are y'all so intense about this? Like,
Yeah. The only time I've ever felt intense emotion, excuse me, not the only time.
It's only been like twice. I'm basically a psychopath.
I mean, kind of.
So I was born, and then
I imagine I felt some things when I was a very small child. I don't remember that.
Time when
but-
I was 6.
No, but in
I wanted a
2019.
lollipop. And I didn't get it. So I got angry.
and then I finally got that goldfish I wanted.
Pause. I remember being so sad about any time I lost or popped a balloon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I figured balloons would come back, so. I mean, not in the literal sense of that balloon would come back.
Okay. Oh, you mean you just get a new one? That's
Yeah, balloons are. There's gonna be another balloon.
Yeah, but then you don't have the balloon right
you
then and
don't
there.
you don't have the same balloon.
You're gonna
Like I
cherish
said,
that balloon. It's
There's
like
gonna be more balloons. Like what are we talking about?
Hey man, I don't know why I was, but
hey, I did it too.
I
think
distinctly
I think
remember
most
being
kids
like
did.
sad about it.
I've been a very objective kid since I was like 6.
Yeah, you're gonna tell me that you're in a healthy state with your emotions, and
Yeah.
you're gonna be an objective person since 6 years old? Shut up. Anyways, the last time I felt intense emotion was in 2019 with Violet Crown, and when we got the 10-point penalty, taking us out from silver.
You're like, come on.
No, I like that was the last time like I cried,
Yeah.
like deeply cried.
Yeah.
I've still never like weeped,
Yeah.
but like more than 2 tears. That was the last time.
I found myself recently. I will cry at almost any movie. It's so
Jesus.
weird. It's so weird. Like almost any movie, anytime they do like an emotional beat in a movie, I'm like, no. Like I don't know what it is, but like I think I'm more in touch with that feeling of just like
I'm getting more in touch. I know I am.
Yeah.
We're getting there. Like I was at Scott's place, I think last summer. Or was it like spring break? I don't know. I was over at Scott's place, and we were watching Star Trek, the last one.
yeah.
And I think it was the last one. Yeah. And it's when this Starship Enterprise gets like ambushed. And then I was just like had this intense emotion of like, yo, there's people on that ship.
Right.
And they're just getting bodied.
Yeah.
And they can't do anything about it. And I was just like so
Yeah.
emotionally distraught.
You got like invested in the thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's emotional.
Well, I have some intense emotions about anything that's like military based. So anything like that, I mean, like Black Hawk Down, Saving Private Ryan, like all those, like, oof.
Yeah.
Fury, I never saw it, but I need to.
What's the Brad Pitt one? Right?
Yeah, it's a Brad Pitt one, and then the other one, about the medic. What was that one?
You're talking about 1917, are you?
Not 1917. I did want to see that one. Man,
That
I
movie-
missed that entire year. What?
That movie was good.
Which one?
1917.
1917, yeah. There's like, I think 2019. I just didn't watch any movie. Or, yeah, I think that was 2019.
I think I accidentally skipped a couple of like it was just random. I like was like, why didn't I watch that?
I think my first 2 years of teaching out here, I just forgot about movies. No, but it wasn't Andrew Garfield, but it was a
Talking about Hacksaw Ridge.
maybe that one where he doesn't kill anybody.
I think it's Hacksaw Ridge.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that one. I remember seeing the commercials. I was like, oh my god,
Oh.
that's some intense emotion right there. To like sign up to be in the military. Like this was before like a medic was just a medic.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Hacksaw
Yeah, I think
Ridge,
so.
yeah.
I think so. But yeah.
Yeah, I
anything
mean,
military.
like, I think feeling those intense emotions is good. Like,
Oh yeah, you think?
no, I'm saying like, because I felt them too. I mean, there was a time last year where I like whale cried and like,
Yeah, see, I've never done that.
I was wailing, like I was like, it was circumstances, but Well, yeah, that's a those are good emotions to feel, but there's times where often, you know, or I look at myself like from a distance of like me like whale crying and be like,
Yeah.
did you really have to do that? Like, or could you have just said like I'm sad? And
No,
just,
man,
like,
you're supposed to feel the emotions you feel.
uh,
You're supposed to feel the emotions you feel, Evan. God damn it. Feel that shit.
I no, I feel them. No, don't get me wrong.
Nope. You just said that you were like, you should
I
have not
feel
had.
them, but I don't express them. I don't know if expressing them.
Yeah, that's
is
the
necessary.
diet emotions that that I've been talking about.
Not exactly, because you can be intensely sad. Like you ever seen like imagine someone sad about like losing a balloon versus someone losing their father. Like
Okay, wow.
like
I think it's
like
Really intense jump.
but both sad things, like both feelings of sadness
Yeah.
and feelings of like loss. But one is significantly
Well,
more.
yeah, there's different levels to everything. But
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. It's like when someone sneezes and they have to make it loud. It's like you don't have to do that. Like you
you don't know that.
How many people
Do you think I choose to sneeze the way that I do, Evan?
you
It's so obnoxious. I know it's obnoxious.
but you sneeze like and that's like
You think that's better than the like
No,
the one
when
loud
some- yeah,
one?
when some I think that's better because you're at least like not being like rude about it. Like when
No, I sneeze at a minimum 5 times.
or when someone like burps,
At once.
when someone burps and they like
Well, yeah, that's obnoxious. They're being obnoxious.
yeah, like that kind of stuff. I'm like, and granted, I've done it before, like in private, but but it's like that kind of stuff. Like I feel like that stuff is like not intrusive, but it's like I mean, it's the same thing we talked about with like when people go out and they want to like change the vibe of what's happening because of their emotions that they're feeling. It's like I mean, there was a I saw this TikTok with this Irish guy, and they have this concept. It's like an Irish culture of like basically don't change the vibe. If like he was talking about it was someone with like yeah, they were eating like they were like we're gonna go to a place and we're gonna go eat this food. Like and this guy was like, oh yeah, if I'm a he was commenting on a guy trying to make his meal keto, like whatever, like it was like pizza. He was like trying to make the pizza keto.
Yeah.
And the Irish guy was like, whenever you go somewhere, don't change the vibe. If everyone's eating pizza, you just eat pizza, and you don't have to like. You're like I'm doing this thing instead. Like to me, that's what like when people show up to somewhere like and they like change the vibe completely because they like I'm feeling this emotion right now. It's like why are you doing that?
Yeah,
it's intrusive to me. I don't like it.
I get that. But this actually brings up something that I've been thinking about the past couple of days about Simone Biles.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, I think it's. I mean, well, which part do you want to talk about it first? Do you want to talk about the whole like them not like making the Olympics accessible for her because she was like better than everyone else, basically, or the
So there-
or her I mean the her leaving the all around for the mental thing.
Yeah.
Understand that if you're a top athlete and you are not like mentally in where you're at, where you should be at, I get that you that you like don't
Okay.
want to compete. And if she got like everyone expects Simone Biles to get first, like
Yeah.
everyone expects her to get the gold. If she doesn't get the gold, then like I'd be like upset too.
Yeah.
So I get that. I mean, do you have any like?
So my initial thing was like, yeah, no, for sure, I get it.
If you're in a mental place where you can't do it, yeah.
Because I was thought about it, I was like, because of that factor where she is at such a high level,
Yeah.
they've had to make some of the things that she's capable of doing illegal because nobody else can do.
Right. Yeah. That's the part I'm like.
That's
That's upsetting.
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's bullshit on the side of the Olympic thing. So when you take that into account, and she's doing things like right on that cusp,
Right.
every time she goes out, and like
Because there was that one where she did like a floor like exercise.
Yeah.
And she like bounced off like for like 4 feet outside of the bounce.
Yeah.
And it's because the tricks she does are very, very
so she has
difficult.
such like deep muscle control.
Right.
And like just all of a sudden like energy
right.
is coming out of nowhere. So like my initial argument was when I was thinking about that, I was like, hey, shut up. Like, just do a backflip. Just do a backflip right now.
Do a flip.
Like, do a flip. And it's like, but I can't do a flip. Yeah, but do one right now.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, just do a backflip. Do it right now. Even though you feel like you can't.
Right.
That was my initial thing. So like, yeah, man, like if you're not in the headspace to do it, it makes sense for you to pull out.
Right.
Now, she has not commented too much on like
right.
why she's this way, anything like that. But then I was listening to another one on a podcast, and they were talking about like the devil's advocate argument of it.
Sure.
As you know, big into the fighting game. Well documented. 90% of fighters don't want to go fight the night of the fight. Like they're like Cowboy Cerrone is like one of the most vocal people about it, where he's like, this is stupid. Why? I'm going to go out and get punched in the face in front of 20,000 people?
Right.
Why am I here? This is dumb.
Yeah, it can definitely feel like I'm about to do this.
Yeah. But they have to go out and do it.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like when Kyrie Irving took 2 weeks off for
Sorry, I was running the U.S. basketball team. But
garbage, bro. They're not allowed back to America if they don't get gold.
That's my favorite.
You're not allowed to.
I saw a TikTok of it was supposed to be like, this is Coach Popovich like talking to the team. You're all trash. Every single one of you is trash. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say your name, and then I'm gonna tell you you're trash.
No, for real. I agree with him. If I don't know, that's what he said, but I agree with that. You lost to Australia.
Yeah,
it's just white folks in Australia.
Australia, Uganda. It's just like
literally.
What are y'all doing?
Not Uganda. It was the other one. Nigeria.
Yes.
We created basketball.
Right.
We're not allowed to not be number one.
Should be a little bit better at that.
We bring the people from those countries over to our league.
That'd be like if we like competed in like football.
Yeah.
And we lost.
We're never allowed to lose at football. We're never allowed to lose at basketball. If they don't get the gold medal, they're not allowed back in America.
I feel like
these are my thoughts.
International basketball has definitely like increased recently.
It is increasing. But
also
we are supposed to be number one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the same with swimming. You were talking about they come over here for basketball. It's the same with swimming. They come train here in America, and then they go and swim for their
and that's
country.
all fine and dandy. We're supposed to be number one. Swimming, whatever. I don't know. I don't have that much intense feelings on it. But basketball is American. It's American sport.
Do they even have leagues in other countries?
They do.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they're starter leagues, so that way hopefully you get to the NBA.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, I got in the NBA. Let me go play in Europe. Shut up. That doesn't happen.
Nah.
That's a bullshit league compared to the NBA. You're not allowed to lose the gold. If you lose the gold, it's no longer the world championship when you win the
who
NBA
even
finals.
Played for the American basketball team at the Olympics.
Kevin Durant, argued the best player overall basketball player in the NBA. It's like Kevin Durant, Dame Lillard. Yeah. Where's Dame time? He was sinking 50 points a game, and you're telling me he scored, I think, 9? What is that bullshit?
Yeah.
Not allowed back into America. Look up the roster, please. Right. Look up this roster because it is ridiculous. Oh, but the best players in the league aren't on the NBA team. And
Y'all should be like miles ahead of every.
America is the best. It is our sport.
Don't yell so much at the mic.
I'm sorry. I'll yell back.
It's hard to edit.
I apologize. America is the best.
People have complained.
I'm sorry. Getting hot. Getting heated.
Ben was listening. He was like, "Why is Marcus always so loud on the mic?" He's like, yeah, because he gets up close to the mic. He starts screaming.
Sorry, Ben. I apologize. Anyway.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum, Chris Middleton, Brooke Lopez, Kemba Walker, Mason Plumlee, Donovan Mitchell, Marcus Smart, Joe Harris, Harrison Barnes, Jaylen Brown, Derek White.
That's not right.
It says United States national basketball team. Let me see.
Is that the Olympic basketball team? National team the same as the...
I thought so. But I mean, like a lot of those players, like
USA Olympic team roster: Bam Adebayo, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Jeremiah Grant, Draymond Green, Drew Holiday, Keldon Johnson, Zach LaVine, Damian Lillard, Kevin Love, JaVale McGee, Chris Middleton, Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but at least 90% of them have played in an all-star game.
Yeah, like
so that means they are the best players in the NBA.
It's like are they all currently some of the best like all-stars? I mean, yeah, some of them, yeah.
Yeah, Devin Booker is the lead player for the Suns, who just got done in the NBA Finals.
Right.
JaVale McGee has been in the NBA for 12 years or something like that. He's a pretty rough player. Whatever. Kevin Durant, arguably the best player in the NBA as far as overall basketball ability. Dame Lillard, freak beast athlete, most clutch player, arguably, dropped 11 points in a game. You're not allowed to be bad.
They should be way better than that.
You should be annihilating these people.
Right.
I'm talking about USA Redeem Team in 2008 and then 2012. Dropped almost 100 points over Nigeria.
Right.
LeBron James committed an act of war with one of his dunks on China. It's one of the most aggressive things you have ever seen in a real game of basketball.
I think we were a little bit spoiled with that team.
You're not allowed back in America if you don't get gold.
The fact that you get Kobe and LeBron in the same team.
Yeah, that team. Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
I can't remember what game it is, but he sinks. I think he had like 100% shooting rate.
Oh, wow.
for field goals.
Wow.
Like he did not miss a single three in a game, and I think he put up like 40 points or something like that. Can you go double check me on that? Carmelo Anthony, U.S. Olympic game.
Yeah. How do you spell the first name?
What? Carmelo.
You said what? Like you didn't ask a question.
That doesn't feel like a real question.
Well, you said like Carmelo or something. Like
did
that.
I? Well,
chunked it up.
I speak in
I don't know
cursive.
basketball names. I don't know.
That's fair. All right.
I love it.
You always manage to.
Carmelo. How do you come up with that?
I think that's a dope name.
Do you just not say caramel? It's caramel. Carmelo.
What year is it?
I think it was 2008 or 2012. Might have been 2012. But yeah. Oh no. I feel very passionate about this, as you can tell.
Yeah, they should be better.
They should be better.
Something's wrong apparently.
I don't know what it is.
I think it might have been the way the season worked out. Like
maybe
like the fact that the season like technically like just ended.
Yeah.
So they're like, the next like the NBA season, are they starting it on time?
It's back to normals.
Okay.
And you know, blah blah blah. The team wasn't complete. It was two players. It was Devin Booker and Holiday. We're still playing in the finals. Whatever, man. Kevin Durant. number one player in the NBA. If you're supposed to carry the team on your back, carry the damn team on your back, son.
Apparently in 2004 they got bronze
Yeah, that's not a lot.
with this dude you're talking about on the team.
Yeah, that's not a lot. Well, actually, no, it was before because the whole dream team in '94.
That was the one with Jordan played that one.
Yeah, the original dream team. That was
Yeah, what
it
year
was
that?
it was Jordan, Bird,
Yeah.
I think I don't know. Magic wasn't on there. No, Magic was on
Magic. Yeah, he was.
there. No, that wouldn't have been to that '94, '92.
I don't remember off the top of my
What
head.
year was the dream team? Look that up real quick. But with that team, that was the first time. Like until then, they were sending college athletes
Right.
to go represent the Olympics, and they just kept getting dusted. And they were like, "Hey, yo,
Let's get our.
we should
professionals.
spend like the professionals over there."
Right.
And-
Well, I didn't know this, but apparently, like there was a time in the Olympics where
'92, yeah,
the Olympians had to be they couldn't be professionals.
yeah.
Like, that was a thing that was I learned that from it was a Watch Mojo thing today. Like Olympian, like they got taken. Some people got their thing taken away because they became like professional. So. How's everyone
Yeah,
doing?
I
How's
wonder-
everyone doing today?
I wonder why. They did that at first.
Probably got boring. Oh, no, you mean at first?
Yeah.
I thought the Olympics were supposed to be like we're just like it was more of like a celebration of fitness. I thought before, not really so much a competition. It was more just like we're just.
I
doing.
thought the Olympics was from like Greece Roman.
Yeah,
times
it
where
was
they had-
Greco-Roman. Yeah, like
And it was
history.
And it
supposed to
turned into like an Olympic thing.
Yeah.
Between everybody.
Yeah, it was just supposed to be the best representation, mano y mano of all things, and that's why people
But the Olympics,
wrestling and track and field are like those are the original Olympic sports.
but like the
I can't find anything about you were
Really?
talking about. Yeah.
Huh.
the Olympians, like I thought earlier, were like just kind of like regular people. They weren't like no one was like a serious like this is what I do. Like I swim every day. You had your people. Who was the guy that he like pissed off Hitler? The black guy who ran. Jackie? No.
Not Jackie Robinson. That's a baseball
Yeah,
player.
no,
dog.
I'm not. What's his name? I feel bad.
I can't. I don't know.
He like ran and then like pissed off Hitler because he was like a black man's running faster than.
Then the white guys. Hey,
I don't like
surprise.
this.
Surprise! That's how it's gonna be from here on out.
That's how it just was. But yeah, that's how it used to. But then they were like, "This is boring." So let's get people that are going to
Get
get
the
paid.
the really really good people out here. Oh yeah, but that dream team, dude. Just this rock, like everybody, just about is in the Hall of Fame. Christian Leitner, David Robinson, shout out San Antonio, Patrick Ewing, Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, Clyde Drexler, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Chris Mullins, Charles Barkley, Magic Johnson. Like,
Jeez.
it's just
Come on, I couldn't imagine all those dudes in the same bus. Like, we're about to go crush all these people, aren't we?
like it was so disrespectful.
You just look around like, are we about to go like destroy every country?
Oh, we're just gonna murder everybody.
The only thing I'm saying about this dude is that he was the Olympic team's all-time leader in points.
Yeah. Anyways,
We were talking about.
but back to
Simone
Simone
Biles,
Biles. So yeah, last thing, I know that the Olympic basketball team is definitely listening to this podcast. 100% listening to this podcast. You're not allowed back in America if you don't get gold.
Okay.
Okay, so Simone Biles. With that being said, she is a professional.
Right. Yeah.
The argument that the podcast I was listening to that were making, it's like Tom Brady isn't allowed to take a day off.
Yeah. Like
if you're the key player, if you are acknowledged as the GOAT of your sport, GOAT of all time, the captain, what have you,
and you gotta go compete.
and you got to go compete, and it sucks because it's not like a football game where you can have an off week and you can make it back the next week.
Yeah, and it's also an individual thing.
And it's an individual sport.
Like,
it's you against.
Granted, the thing that she was competing in was all around everybody.
Yeah, the team all around.
Team.
But it's an individual sport. You get one rep to do it. And it's once every 4 years.
Right.
And the part that the thing that they kept bringing up is like she took a spot away from somebody else.
Oh.
Like
there was someone who didn't qualify.
Yeah, there was. I think
spot.
they take 6th. Like number 7 didn't make it.
Yeah.
And then you don't perform. And that was her dream.
I can imagine number 7 is probably like really
right,
really
like
bad right now. Yeah.
Like that's unfair to that girl.
Right. On that international stage, if you're like, sometimes I'm not saying grin and bear it, but like you are. It is a big sacrifice.
Yeah.
I'm sure she knows that. I'm sure she knows like that people were looking up to her. I mean, the whole country was was looking up to her or looking at her.
Like people care about that sport because of Simone Biles.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely like boosted in popularity recently because Simone Biles.
Because of her, like she's
it.
the reason for like the surge of like ratings, and she she gets. Can you look up how much she gets paid?
Oh, I learned this recently.
She doesn't get paid from the Olympics. I know that, which is bullshit.
Well, no, so for the Olympics, apparently, you get certain countries will like give their depending on what medal they give, they'll give a certain amount of money. Japan, they give like $1 million for like a gold, like $1 million.
That's why they have 8 golds.
Yeah, we give 37,000 for a gold.
That's the biggest bullshit I've ever heard.
Oh, it's like 37,500.
Oh, all right. No, that's fine. All right, 37.5. All right.
for a gold.
For a gold medal, for being the best
Right.
in the world.
Could easily give you $1 million.
That's your thing.
Granted, we have more athletes, because of GDP and stuff like that. But
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, we should still.
You should get paid.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
The polo jackets. Wait, are they still doing polo? What's the name?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I haven't watched any of the Olympics this year.
Yeah, I don't.
So, I looked up 2 different sites. Both are saying the same thing. Damn ads. Okay. It says her net worth. You want to guess her net worth?
I'm saying a healthy 3 to 5 mil.
Something like that.
It's 1.9 mil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her income salary per year, $316,000.
That's not that much.
For a professional athlete,
that's
not
much.
really.
But
Professional athlete for a sport.
People only watch every 4 years. Yeah.
You have to think about it this way.
I mean, she is the highest paid gymnast,
Yeah, sure.
probably of all time.
Especially with
American gymnast.
with what's it called, sponsorships.
Sponsorships
and
and
Apparently, she gets paid a penny per second.
That's cool.
that's actually pretty cool.
That's a cool.
I'm straight with that.
That'd be cool. Yeah, a penny per second.
That's actually pretty dope.
I saw a thing today.
Is that my life goal?
Getting paid a penny per second? Your time is
That'd be my
literally
life
money.
goal. Yeah, literally every second I'm alive, I'm worth more money. Yeah, no, that's my life goal. All right.
I saw.
Put that on
I
the
don't want
vision
to.
board.
I don't want to say what company this was, but they do a daily pay thing. That's weird to me. You can get paid daily.
Oh, instead of weekly or monthly?
Yeah, I don't like that. I wouldn't want to get.
Well, that's what tips are.
you
Working in like as
Yeah.
a server.
That's what you get paid.
Yeah, you get paid daily. Like the check, all of it goes to taxes. So
Stressful. That's stressful to me.
So that's. I mean, I've also mentioned that. That's why it took me a really long time. I had such a weird relationship with money because I was like,
You're used to like you get a certain
just
amount
get
of
it
money,
back
you
the
just
next
spend
day.
that money.
just get it back. Yeah, it's like, oh, I know I need to have $1,500 in the bank for all my bills.
Stuff. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna work these many days, so that means I need to work 10 days and at least make 150
Yeah.
each day.
Out of a month, that's easy.
Out of a month, that's so easy. So like, oh, I only made $70 today. That's not gonna go to any bills. Let's go get drinks and dinner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
That sounds like a problem.
Yeah, that's why it took your boy a year to figure out the salary thing.
When you first got like a salary, you were just
I was like, oh, I just have
that's too much money.
I have that many $1,000 in my bank. Oh, okay, then I just get to spend all of that all the time. Then I was like, oh no, I can't. No, I can't do that. I gotta save.
Gotta save.
Yeah, I didn't have a savings for like I think my entire first year.
What?
Yeah. I couldn't figure out the finance thing, man. Like that
was like the first thing I did was like set up a savings because I was
Now
like
you gotta have.
I set it up. I had a savings account, but I didn't like put anything over.
See what you gotta do is do like an auto transfer.
Direct, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set it up this year.
That's what I do. This year.
Yeah, shut up, man.
I've been teaching for 3 years.
Hey, look, I have a savings now.
Yeah.
That's how your boys bought another car,
Yeah.
a motorcycle, and has been trying to buy a house.
It's not a savings there.
Well, what is the point of savings? This is my argument. Like the idea of savings is
To
such
retire.
bullshit.
Yeah, because you end up dying with a bunch of money. Like,
What's the point?
or you end up being like,
You're saving for something.
you're 80 years old with like $100,000, and you're just like, what do I do with this?
No, like yeah, but in my idea, you want $2,000 in savings for life mishaps.
Yeah, no,
And then everything after that, you should be saving for something specifically. 2,000 is a round number, like to each his own. Like,
Well, I've heard it's like 3 to 6 months of your
Right.
like monthly spending, like what you would normally spend a month to live.
Yeah.
So like, let's say I spend like $1,500 a month on bills, food, everything.
Okay.
So I'd have that times 3 to 6 to cover.
Okay,
That.
so yeah.
Say if you were to lose
Yeah.
your job, if anything were to happen, break your leg, you got.
you have money in
Stuff
the
to
bank
cover, yeah.
to help out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But then after that, like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah. I mean, after that, for me, I just like I invest, or I mean, I should because I need to. I'm about to start paying off my car.
yeah.
Because I have a certain chunk of change. I'm just gonna be like, oh, car.
Yeet. Dunskies. Leave me alone.
Not exactly Dunskies, but close to it.
Okay.
But yeah, that does because we do, especially at this age.
Yeah.
We're still like like house and all that stuff is still getting set up.
That just always bothered me. Like, everybody's like, you need to have savings. You need to have savings. But why?
The savings thing to me, or the like people more talk about like the investing kind of stuff.
Yeah.
is more for like compounding interest.
That's different.
Yeah.
Like, because not every savings account is created with an interest, like, attached to it. Like, my first savings account was just a different, like, bank account that said savings.
Yeah, and see, that stuff, because I had a lot of my money in there too.
Yeah.
So, you can't do that. You can't just have it sitting in a bank account. It's got to be.
So to me,
It either has to be growing, or it has to be, I guess, waiting for the next big purchase.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to me, there's a difference between savings, your investment fund, and then your como que daily spending.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did we get there?
We were talking about money versus like how do we? Oh, Simone Biles.
Simone Biles.
Yeah. Money.
So just to kind of finish that out, so like she's getting paid
Right.
to be a gymnast.
Yeah. Everything's still good on there.
Looks like it.
Okay, cool.
She took a spot away from somebody else.
Yeah.
And before, she deserved to take that spot
Yeah.
because she murdered it at the
Qualifying
rounds and blah blah blah. She made it to the Olympics. She earned the spot.
Right.
But then she doesn't perform the spot that she earned.
Right.
And it's a weird conversation of, is that fair? Because again, I don't know what's going on in her life. I don't know what's going on there.
Right.
And the fact that it is such a highly dangerous sport,
Right.
to where if you're not like locked in,
Especially with the tricks she does, like if she
you're
does
like
one of those triple triple
triple doodads.
Or triple double flippers, flipperoos. If she does one of those and like
Do a flip.
do a flip, and then like bust her ankle, and she's out for like
Well, no. Like I know, like I stopped doing backflips because I almost broke my neck. Like,
yeah,
like there is a high.
Oh yeah, she breaks her neck or something like that.
Yeah, there's high, like super high risk, high reward for everything that she does.
Despite that move, I don't know if y'all seen the like any gymnastics floor routine where they like are doing the floor stuff and then they'll like do like a split, they'll hop up and then they're like body slam. It's so weird. They'll like slap their like a fish. They'll slap their body on the ground, pop back up, and be like, "I did it."
Floor has always been a little confusing for me. Yeah, for that. Like the stuff in between, like the tumbling sequence, gangster. Between tumbling sequence,
get up, dance.
Very strange. Very
dance, split, body slam, and they keep moving. I was like, "Why'd you do that?"
Yeah. So it's super cool that our culture is now acknowledging mental health as an issue.
Right, yeah.
So, cause it's like the other argument that I saw about it was that famous one of Homegirl. I think it was on the not the pommel horse, on vault.
Yeah.
Where she like broke her foot or broke her ankle or something, and they coach made her do it again.
Oh.
Like,
yeah,
that wasn't fair to her. Yeah. Like, she broke her something.
Well, I think they've always, when it comes to like the mental health aspect of it, people have ever since I forget who the player is, the baseball player that came, the guy that got the yips.
Yeah,
like that's always, I feel like that's been a thing for athletes for a while.
It has,
and she got the yips. Like as far as it goes, like she got like that mental block. And like, couldn't perform.
And it's a weird thing because it's the Olympics. You do it every 4 years. Right. It'd be different if it was like she was the sixth lady on the roster.
Yeah, she wasn't like.
But she's the number one, man. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, it's not fair to say that because she's the best, she's not allowed to have off days.
Right.
But is she not allowed to have off days?
I don't know if she's not allowed to have off days, but I feel weird like saying that like I expect her to like perform.
Yeah,
but it's like because it's not my place.
But that's her job.
For the amount of money she's getting paid, I don't think so. Because she's not getting paid like.
But I mean, in the guise of being a professional athlete,
yeah,
your one purpose.
Yeah.
I don't want to say purpose in life, but like your one purpose is to go out and do the thing that you are doing professionally.
And who knows? She could have, like, again, we don't know the full story like yet, but she could have developed all this mental like block because they're telling her, like. The things you're doing are too hard for everybody.
Yeah.
Like
for sure, there is, and it's her fourth Olympics. Like, God, like that's bananas.
Like, that would stress me out too. If someone was like, "Yeah,
your abilities are too high.
Your abilities are too high, so we can't give you the points you deserve."
Yeah,
I'd be like, "What am I even?" Like, that would trigger me into immediately like. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? What am I doing this for?
That's so because I'm better than everybody else, I'm not allowed to be better than everybody else.
Right. Like
that's
if I can do this move, and they're saying I get like less difficulty points. It's like
well, I can do this move, but you said nobody can do this move. but I did it,
So
so somebody can do it.
right.
So why am I not allowed to do it?
And to me, that would send me into like a, okay, like
Yeah.
I at least having that in the back of your mind would lead me to be like unfocused and like would. In the case of tumbling, I think tripping isn't not exactly a good thing.
For sure. And that's what I'm saying. Like I don't. I'm in this. I'm in the middle of the argument where it's like every fat white guy on Twitter that is like saying that she needs to go compete. Shut up. Like you don't get to. You don't even.
Like, this is not
you
your
can't even
place.
touch your
Like,
toes.
right,
Like let's.
yeah.
You don't get to comment on this.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of the thing, like all the celebrities that are what's that thing called? Where they just hop on the
Bandwagon?
not bandwagon
Virtue signaling?
virtue signaling. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just obviously virtue signaling. Like Simone Biles is so brave for her decision. Like
Oh yeah.
that's also bullshit. Like
That's why I hate social media. 'Cause it's too much of that.
it's a weird thing of as a professional, you're expected to do
Yeah.
the thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
But because it is such a dangerous sport, it's a weird thing to, like, it's a stressful thing of you could die
Right.
if you're not fully there.
Like I can imagine being like a Formula One driver and you like have a mental slip.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
well,
like, there's
I thought about my kid by accident and then like
Yeah.
boom, dead.
It's same thing with fighting. Like, if you have a mental slip, you get kicked in the face and then
Right.
you get knocked out.
Right.
Like, it's a weird thing of if you have a mental slip while you're mid flip, you're sideways and upside down.
And you got a ground.
You forget how
2
the ground
feet below
yeah,
you.
like I don't know, man. It's just it's a weird argument.
It's a little. It's definitely like. I feel like it's a hasty of, like us as like an audience, to, say that. Her mental state.
Sorry, I feel myself slipping. I need to drink my protein shake or else I'm gonna die.
Like I feel like her saying her mental state isn't like valid.
Yeah.
Is like, I don't know. It's definitely just like hasty, and we get too quick into being like, no, you shouldn't.
She's allowed to have emotions.
Yeah,
she is allowed to have emotions. She's allowed to have these feelings. It's just like when you take into like,
isn't necessarily fair that she's like going to the Olympics and not competing. I mean, not entirely.
yeah, and that's that's the only part of the argument that I liked that they were having is like she took somebody's spot.
Yeah, so someone else could have not.
Somebody else could have been there and
Right.
been able to compete.
Right.
Like that's
Yeah. I wonder how many like Olympians have like not not competed, like traveled, because she did a couple of events. I think she did a couple.
She
of
did all
events,
the prelims.
Was that just prelims or something? Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, I know you don't really watch the swimming part, but there's quite a few swimmers that we've seen, like at least 3 that are just did not swim. Like their name shows up for the event, and then like instead of a time, it says did not swim. They didn't like show up for their event, or maybe they got sick. I don't know.
I couldn't imagine like, because I'm pretty sure that's like 98% of what those people do is they like get ready for the Olympics. Like
dude.
In those like 2 years or whatever prior, you're just like, I'm just gonna train for the Olympics. like
that's it's such a bananas thing, especially for something like swimming. That's your epitome is the Olympics. Track and field.
Sort of. There's swimming has other world championships and national championships and stuff like that. And I'm sure other sports will have them too.
Yeah.
I say this, and I don't mean to be shitty about it, but like, if there's not a professional league necessarily, like, the Olympics is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Like basketball, there's the NBA. Like
As far as stage goes,
That's
it's one of the
the
biggest
top. That's the
stages,
top of
right.
it. You can't be a professional Taekwondo fighter, but you can make the Taekwondo Olympic team
Sure.
and get a gold medal. Wrestling, powerlifting, all those things, like those types of sports, like that's it.
Yeah.
It's different for basketball, tennis.
Yeah, when it comes to the being recognized part, Olympics definitely, because like there's the USA national swim thing. Like if you're in swimming and you know about it, that's like the big thing. That's where
Right.
everybody goes.
Yeah,
But if you don't know about it, then the only way you get your name out there is by going to the Olympics and
Mm-hmm.
where you're in front of millions and the whole world really.
Right.
yeah.
It's like going to someone random and being like, I marched DCI. It's like,
What?
a what? You did a band thing? Oh, okay. You did the dork thing. Got it.
I have 4 world championship rings. For what?
for doing marching band? That's dumb. Don't do that.
It sounds fake. Yeah,
You've spent how much money?
you got 4 rings, so man, you must be highly paid.
Like,
Oh no, I had to pay them.
Oh, that's just dumb. You
why would
you lost.
Why would
You
you lost that.
Oh, you-
you didn't win. You lost.
the time you spent getting really good at band.
Uh,
Giannis Antetokounmpo learned basketball, and now he's making $100 million,
yeah.
and you don't have knees.
But you got a ring, right? You got that ring.
Oh, you didn't even get a ring,
Oh,
Hey, but you got that sick tan.
but you got a 6 tan line that's never gonna go away.
you got second place. But yeah, as far as stage goes, yeah, Olympics is big for swimming, gymnastics, and all that stuff. But yeah, it's a hard thing because it's such a big stage to be on, and I couldn't imagine the pressure that all comes with.
Yeah, man.
And the funny thing is that a lot of the athletes, I mean, I'm sure you've seen them on like TikTok, they're just goofing off. Like half of them are just goofing off, which is so funny to me that they go all the way to the Olympics and they're like, "I made it."
And I think for a lot of people, you need to do that. Like you need to almost not make it as big of a deal as it is, so that way you don't get the yips.
Yeah, because I feel like she definitely has a lot of that pressure, and like without the release of it ever,
Yeah.
you can't. I mean,
if it comes down to her being just like, I don't want to do it anymore, that's super unfair. Because like you should have just not competed then.
Right.
Like you should have not taken somebody else's spot. Like if that's what it comes down to. If it's like no family issues, no physical issues, no like X, Y, and Z happened, it's just like I just wasn't feeling it.
yeah.
You can't let that can't be it, man. You can't.
Again, I don't know.
I don't know.
I got like no one knows the full. Like for me, I'm waiting on the full story before.
Yeah,
like
of course.
you know.
I think because it's such a big topic.
Yeah.
I've been trying to like digest it on all ends.
Yeah, it's been a lot of every time I do hop on social media now, every time I look at it, it's like people are like, some of it's like virtue signaling and being like the amount of times, like millennials, stop doing this. Stop posting something on Facebook and then just putting this period on
Dude,
the
I used
post.
to do it, and I get so
Stop doing
vehemently
that.
angry at myself for doing that.
This.
What's the other super?
That's why I don't get on Facebook.
Like this.
I just did a thing.
I just oh my god. Oh my god. I just did a thing. Makes me so angry.
Because it was funny, like when someone did that in like 2008.
Hey,
Someone like, but now everyone's
nobody
just
gives a shit.
now this.
Because you know what? It's not that big. I did a thing today, and I tried a new coffee shop,
Starbucks. So,
Shut up.
it's just Starbucks around the corner. I usually go to the one over here.
But I went to this one, and I was feeling spicy, so I got an iced vanilla latte instead of my normal mocha latte. Shut up. Nobody cares. And I want to punch you in the throat every time you do it.
See, but how do you, like... That's why I stopped posting on social media, because like, I don't even know how to post on social media without like sounding like that. Without sounding like, look at this thing.
There's a difference. I feel like there's a difference in...
Like, I want every post I ever make to be like truly viral. Not truly viral, but I want it to feel like a original content. Like,
Well, yeah, you're just a really pretentious...
Yeah. I do not want
Pick your
this.
explicitive.
Well, even though I did have a tradition of posting this is why there is no trumpet Christmas. I used to post it. It's a bunch of trumpets playing "Oh come come all you faithful," but they're all like screaming it. It's just it's super great.
I would love a trumpet Christmas just to... Because every trumpet get together is a big dick contest.
So you can play higher.
Yeah.
No one did that at TBA this year. It was nice to not
No, that's disappointing.
walk in there and hear people like trying to
Scream out triple C's.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I look
Where are we at? We're talking about
Social media.
social media.
for. Things
this.
that make me angry.
Oh yeah. I was talking about people that are posting on social media now are, they're mostly saying, like, talking about the mental health thing, and they're saying if it would be nice. I think a lot of people are looking at that and saying, oh yeah, we can take a break.
Yeah. So this
Like,
I don't want to take away from the fact that and I started talking on this, then got sidetracked, but it's cool that mental health is now being in the conversation as a like sprained ankle,
Right.
a busted knee. Like it's almost on the same level of acknowledgement. The thing that's frustrating is that that's such a taboo topic to talk against. Like you can't call anybody out for them just saying like I got mental health issues. It's like when you call somebody racist, like that's signed, sealed, delivered.
Right.
You're no longer allowed to like have any nuanced conversation about it. Like, oh, she has mental health problems. All right, cool. That's it. We just have to accept that.
Yeah, we can't ever. That shit reminds me of the.
And I'm not saying like
You're saying people could use it as an excuse in a way to get out of things.
it's an easy out.
Yeah.
Because you're not allowed to talk about it.
Like the joke one is like what's the what do they call the animals? What are the animals called? The mental health animal. What are they called?
Thousands of animals.
No. The service dogs.
Yes. Emotional support.
Emotional support animals. Yes. Exactly.
It's that kind of thing where it's like, which apparently you don't need like a certificate for that. You can just like get a harness for it. You can just say like, this is my emotional support animal.
Yeah, it's my emotional support peacock. Yeah, like you can't have that.
It's that thing where you have to be like. Everyone kind of shuts down. They're like, "Can I say this is dumb?" No, I can't.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I am all for equal everything, but that entails me being able to call out bullshit when I see it.
Yeah, that's a part of it. Yeah.
Right. You can't just say I'm on this side of things and that's right because it's the right side of the conversation. It's like, no, man. Like, if you're allowed to say that this side's bullshit, they're allowed to say the same thing. And then you need to have an actual conversation about it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get to just say, like, this is wrong, it's wrong, you're wrong if you don't agree. Like, there are some hard truths out there, but I think everything needs... You need to have the wherewithal to be able to handle somebody arguing against you.
Sure.
Is that too much to ask for?
No.
I know it's not, but it feels like it is.
It's just it's a hard thing, especially in today's like climate of not wanting to get canceled or something like that.
Yeah, man.
You know, oh, I said like Simone Biles' stuff was like having emotional support animal. I didn't say that. But yeah, that's how it spins. That's how it spins.
It's frustrating. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else you guys want to talk about?
The Olympics.
I was thinking about, did we ever talk about the finale for Loki?
We didn't.
We didn't?
I don't think so.
Oh no, we didn't.
No, because it was the finale. Then I did the 1-to-1, and then we just talked about band last time.
Yeah. You want to talk about it?
That was crazy.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot, and I didn't catch it. My boy, who's like mad, like deep into Jesus, he was like, there was so many.
Yeah, it's a lot of Christ imagery in there.
Yeah, Christ imagery and like parallels to Adam and Eve.
Yeah, like Loki and Silver just the Adam and Eve. It's pretty.
That's crazy. I didn't.
Interesting.
I mean, I
didn't catch any of that.
I didn't look into it too much, but like, I mean, he's super into that stuff. So the fact that he said it, I'm like, oh, okay, like it had to have been there.
The idea was that like Kang is the snake, and he's like tempting them to be like, like.
Oh shit.
Oh
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's intense.
And the original sin is going to be like what's going to break the universe. Yeah. And that's kind of what happened.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, that's the imagery.
That's badass. That's so cool.
It's pretty intense. Yeah. But yeah, I mean if we're spoiling it, I mean like
it's been out for a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I feel I'm usually really against spoilers.
Yeah.
But
it's been
with Marvel stuff,
you got to be on it.
People that are on it are on it,
right.
And people that aren't into Marvel, it's like.
I have some friends that they just hopped on Loki because they were like, let's watch Loki. They don't really watch like Marvel stuff. They just hopped on Loki.
Do that.
No, especially now.
I'm into Marvel and I was barely able to keep up.
Yeah.
Like you guys kept talking about some things. I was like, oh, what? That was that? Y'all be dropping names and I'm like, who?
Yeah. Well, like speaking of names, like Kang, like
who hasn't actually Kang yet?
Yeah, he's just credited as He Who Remains, but Kang the Conqueror.
Well, he's also I don't remember his name. He's in the comics. He's not Kang the Conqueror. He's a version of Kang the Conqueror, but he doesn't. He isn't
Immortus.
Actually. Yeah, Immortus.
Immortus. Yeah.
He doesn't become King the Conqueror. He becomes Immortus, who we see, who is a version of King the Conqueror.
Yeah, that was a bar. He was like, "I'm okay, but you probably are not gonna like."
I was like, oh.
I think a majority of Phase 4 until the next like Avengers movie is going to be just Kangs everywhere. Just Kangs just messing with
That's
stuff.
crazy. Like that could you imagine getting that spot as like that actor?
Oh, yeah.
Like that boy is like...
Yeah. I mean, no, Jonathan Majors, he's an amazing actor.
Oh, the way he played him, I loved it.
Wicked.
It was so strange. He was too relaxed.
It felt uneasy.
Yeah,
that's what I loved about it.
It was sure,
so
like
uneasy.
You kept that like 65% of like anxiety the entire scene.
Yeah.
The thing I love about the way he played him is that it looks like he's entirely in control, like the entire time. Like, there's not a moment where like they literally say that, but it's like it looks like he's entirely in control and he doesn't not care at all about what they have to do.
Yeah.
Until which did y'all see the whole thing with like that in WandaVision?
Oh, I was about to bring that up. Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen
Coolest like. So,
it's a theory, but
come on.
Yeah.
So the finale of WandaVision and the finale of Loki.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch them exactly at the same time, at the exact same moment, whenever Wanda's like finally like becoming the Scarlet Witch, like fully like reality kind of like warping, that's when like at the same time, that's when Kang stops knowing what time, like knowing what happens.
Like when it starts branching.
And he's like freaking out. And at one point he takes a purple pen, throws it, and that's when like Wanda throws Agnes, like throws her and it like lands at the exact same time.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's some.
That's why everyone's like. That's why everyone keeps looking at that thing, because it's like, okay, no one timed something out that perfectly. The fact it really hit me whenever he threw the pin and
I didn't know about the pin part. I knew about the thing lining up. I didn't know about the pin. The
Yeah,
purple pin.
because
That makes.
he picks up a purple pin and drops it, and that's exactly when Agnes like drops. And it's like
That's bonkers.
like oh.
I mean, because Scarlet Witch is a Nexus being.
Yeah.
So is like Doctor Strange and
you'll notice
the Ancient One and
started,
stuff like that.
It started branching before Sylvie killed him.
Yeah. It started branching when he couldn't see anymore.
And that's everyone's saying that's when Wanda like broke it.
I didn't even think about that. So like,
yeah, like Wanda.
like I was legitimately confused when everybody was like, Doctor Strange got to deal with these three kids'
Dr.
mess
Strange
because he
Loki
looked
and
at
Sylvie and Wanda. Be like, what did y'all do?
Yeah.
I don't know. The one that got me was like, he has to deal with all these all this crap because he looked at a phone while driving.
Yeah. Well, also another thing too is like whenever he looked in the future in Endgame, did he see like a bunch of ways where they won, but there was only one outcome because that was the timeline. Like every time they did it a different way, the TVA stopped them. So like, did he know about that, or
because he can't he can go into other dimensions? So did he see those other dimensions? And like he's like, I can't go into those. I only can go into this one. So this is the way the timeline works.
Because also the time stones don't work wherever the TVA's at.
Right. Yeah.
So
it kind of like
I did not think of any of this shit. Oh
Yeah.
my god, y'all
Yeah.
breaking me.
I mean, this is what I've been telling a lot of people. Like, they can either do this amazing or it can go downhill fast. Like, there's so many breaking points now that like needs to be addressed.
like the whole like universe is like broken. Like
It's in shambles.
That's like the first episode when they pull out the freaking drawer of Infinity Stones.
Like the
right after Endgame just happened.
the thing we spent 21 movies trying to like get and like look for, these illustrious like things like, oh, these are toys.
Yeah.
It's a nice paperweight.
Yeah.
Pretty paperweight.
Yeah. Like, and yeah, it's gonna be crazy. That whole, as soon as I saw that first like lined up of those two things, I was like, oh, this is bad.
That's crazy.
This is bad. This isn't. This is bad. It's a little scary.
And the whole thing of, because the thing's branching, whenever Sylvie sent him back, he got sent back to a different timeline, which is where King the Conqueror is, and
I heard
why they didn't know who he was.
I heard someone saying that
was so heartbreaking.
You're good.
Excuse me, but that was such an emotional moment where he's just like, slow down. Who are you? Oh.
Yeah.
That's not how I wanted that to end. I wanted a hug, man.
Yeah,
I wanted.
That's what I was hoping for, but nope.
No.
I heard that was
There's gonna be a season 2 though. So.
Yes, I heard that was a timeline where Kang was just honest about like who he was. He was just like he didn't like have like the artifice like the timekeepers. He was like, hey guys, like I'm this guy. I'm trying to control everything. Can we just like like all keep it in line and make a big statue of me? Cool.
We just agree that I'm a run shit. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, it's gonna be. We'll first see the whole how everything works in No Way Home. That'll be our first like instance.
Is that what's next?
Well, we have.
I think so. Yeah, because that's supposed to come out
No,
December, but I think it got delayed.
We have Eternals and Shang-Chi.
Oh,
that's right.
Between those.
Those might be set at different times though.
Yeah, I think both of those are probably set. Like Shang-Chi might be post Endgame, but it might also be like pre or like something like. I don't think it has any like as big of a. Same thing with Eternals. Eternals can be set anytime.
The Eternals is like the one that's like fully setting up.
Not really.
No,
it's not really setting up anything. I mean, it's more like just like, hey, they're big.
It's just introducing.
Yeah, it's just introducing. Really. Like we have big cosmic beings that are like Thanos isn't just the only one. There's more. Yeah, because everyone was like, Thanos is like the biggest thing ever. Like, no, there's other people just like
Yeah, and then
Thanos.
they freaking introduce a normal guy, but King the Conqueror.
Yeah.
It's just,
Can we also talk about like just how casual he was when he just got stabbed?
oh yeah.
Just like, oh, this will be fun.
Well,
Well,
like,
he did say he was alive for millions of lifetimes or whatever.
yeah, at that
So
point,
I'm sure he went crazy and was just like, oh, let's have some fun.
yeah, I'm sure after millions of years and kind of knowing that you're gonna get reincarnated, it was like, why even like?
I mean, hell, he even said he sent them there to him
Yeah.
for him to be killed.
Like he knew how everything was gonna work. He was cool with it at that point.
That's what?
I couldn't imagine anything.
Not me, sir.
Thinking, but yeah, I was so. Every time he talked, I was just like, oh man, you're like truly insane. Like he's at a point where he's truly like broken. He tried to control everything, tried to control the perfect timeline, and now we get to do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
That's crazy too, for just like going millions of years and just being like, this is it. And then finally just being like, hey man,
I'm tired.
I'm out.
I mean, because that was his plan.
Y'all have fun.
That was his plan to be like you two get to run like this timeline.
Yeah.
Like you get to run the timeline. We'll just chill out. You two run it. It'll be cool. And it didn't work out that way. So now we get a bunch of Kangs fighting each other or fighting the world. That's not going to be the big bad, but it's going to be it might be the next like a big Avengers movie.
I'm excited for it, man.
I think there's a lot of plot holes now because I'm thinking too of like the whole multiverse thing with like time. If like all the kings like come together or whatever, they have this multiversal war.
Yeah.
And then like one comes on top and then like resets the sacred timeline to something new. Like wouldn't that happen like pretty much instantaneously because of the way time works? Kind of like the way they explain in Endgame, where like if she said if you take it the Infinity Stone out, it creates the Nexus time thing, whatever. But if they come back and put it back like it never left, then it would detach the thing. So it's like
I think
it's a whole weird time thing.
What would happen is that like I just keeping with the simplicity of the lines, it's like here's this line, and then the Nexus event, instead of it like straightening this one out, it's like slight curve, like this is now where we're at. Like this is now the new line we're traveling on.
Well, to me, the way I picture it is like you have like multiple rings stacked up on top of each other. Those are your different like timelines, like just random like timelines. And what them branching out really did was it opened up channels into the different like rings. So now you can go up into the next ring or go down a ring, and now you can kind of do that stuff. That's the way I pictured it. So whenever he closes them off, you basically put everything back in like with the time with the Infinity Stones or whatever. You kind of put everything in a nice timeline. Nothing can branch off. You can't reach out into anything. It's nice and safe. So yeah, now that everything's broken, you can now go anywhere.
It's just a whole weird thing too, because of like thinking about like pretty much time just infinity looping.
Yeah.
Like what happens like now just happened like a second ago as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's multiple versions of the same people.
Yeah.
Like this is all happening again.
It's my favorite explanation of deja vu.
It's just literally the world happening again.
It's just it's the another universe like touching with your universe, and it's like, oh wait, what? Hold on. Why does this feel like I've done this before?
When someone told me that deja vu was just like your brain triggering itself like into deja vu when you see like things that remind you of something else, and then you just like
yeah, I've heard it's like
man.
it's a nerve thing from like your eyes to your brain gets like disconnected, so you see it like double, but your brain doesn't process when exactly you saw it.
Yeah.
So it like puts it in the back.
Yeah,
back
it's
of your
all
mind.
nice and smart and stuff, but I like mine better.
Yeah.
It's just dimensions like quickly bumping into each other. Like oops, sorry,
Oops, my bad.
didn't mean to bump into you. Yeah, but it's gonna be cool.
I'm excited
yeah.
for it.
It's gonna be.
I'm excited for it. It's definitely cool. I'm interested to see what Loki 2 looks like.
I don't have no idea what that show's gonna look like after season. Like,
I'm really curious to see what all the kings like
How
what
that
how they're
travels.
gonna do that. Like,
Yeah.
how powerful is he gonna really be? Like, what is he actually gonna be doing?
because Kang and
He's got to be in every movie now. Like, he has to be. At, like,
I
some
mean-
capacity. At some capacity.
he's the major villain in Ant-Man. The
Yeah.
new
Yes.
Ant-Man, and then it's like I think that's as far as they've announced is that like he's the I don't. They can't put him in every movie, but something's got to happen to where they like close all that stuff.
I mean, he's got to be the Infinity Stones.
Like the thing that keeps showing up across.
That's like that. That's
Yeah.
the thing that makes
Well,
sense
yeah.
in my
I'm
mind.
really curious to see how are they actually gonna beat him, or like how are they, if he needs to be beat, or how they fix everything.
So the big thing
I don't know if it even needs to be fixed. I have no idea.
Well, yeah, like
What's going on?
I don't even know if it even like, needs to be fixed. But like the thing that I forget is that like in the comics, like Kang was defeated by the Fantastic Four in the last movie of this phase is Fantastic Four. So they're saying like, what if it just like ends with like them beating Kang? Like this phase ends with them like beating or sealing the Kangs off or something like that.
Yeah.
And just being like, yep, all right, cool. We got this cool new universe where we can maybe transfer into different multiverses or whatever. But
I'm interested to see how Doctor Strange goes. I think that's gonna be bananas.
I don't know what that's gonna look like.
I'm excited though because the first Doctor Strange was pretty cool. I think that one's pretty underrated.
Doctor Strange is so dope.
But I don't know what's gonna look like when he like.
Especially with the Scarlet Witch now.
I just really want him to just like the opening scene to be just be like, this bullshit.
He's just looking at
just throw like I just want him to be like casually frustrated.
I was picturing him like looking at like a scroll of like how the TVA has that big board with like I was picturing him like looking at some kind of scroll and it just shows that he's just like
whatever he's looking at, I want him to throw.
What do I do? What do I do about this?
I just either want him to throw it or just like throw his hands up and like.
Because is he responsible for fixing that? I don't know. I don't think he is.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's responsible for it, but I mean, I feel like that's what his character's supposed to do.
Because I mean,
to an extent,
it's the thing of like Kang was controlling. He said he was controlling everything and everyone of what everything's supposed to happen. So in a way, he was controlling Doctor Strange, controlling.
But then
whatever.
it gets dicey into like what level like is Doctor Strange on the same? Yeah, is he above Kang? Is he equal to Kang? Like,
but I don't think so because Kang said he controls. I mean, because he is a Nexus being, but
like he said, it's like was Strange acknowledges that there was the other timelines.
Oh, did he know that like about Kang? And all
yeah,
that?
it's like in order for us to get to this Kang, this is the only thing that can happen.
Yeah.
Like you saw in Endgame.
Yeah.
Right.
So I have no idea what that movie looks like, but it's gonna be bonkers.
Yeah, it's gonna be. And No Way Home is gonna be like.
I'm so excited for that
different
movie.
like timelines and stuff like that, and everyone's just gonna be like, "What's happening?" Like,
please bring back my boy Toby. If they don't do that, I'm gonna be so angry.
I mean, the Doc Ock, Alfred Molina's confirmed. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah, him and Jamie Foxx are confirmed.
Really?
Yeah,
Jamie
both
Foxx is back.
Villains from other universes.
That's so dope.
And they're both playing their same villain.
Right.
So, don't know if it's gonna be the same one from the older universes, but
the same.
Same. Yeah.
That's badass, dude.
It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one because I really like the Tom Holland Spider-Mans so far.
Yeah, he's great, man.
They've been good.
He really like plays Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think
really well.
I think he's the most right Spider-Man as much as I love my boy Toby. But I mean, as far as like believability of like age,
you don't believe a
character.
You don't believe a 28-year-old man like running for the bus
was 15. First off,
17.
Whatever.
He's about to go to college next year.
17 years old and
He's 20,
just stops a bus.
Full grown man.
Yeah.
Everyone in that high school was 30 at least. I think wasn't it like their teacher was like a couple years older than them.
Yeah, like very poor job of
Yeah.
like casting.
Yeah.
But
That's whatever.
Yeah, because when I watched the movie when I was little, I thought they were in college.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good movies though. Shout out Joey Diaz and Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
the New York guy.
Yeah, he's the New York guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't mess with New York.
No, he was the subway. He was on the subway. Oh, where it's like you got to go through us if you're gonna get to him.
That is Joey
Yeah,
Diaz.
he looks awful. That was real fat Joey Diaz. Yeah, that was right after The Longest Yard. But, Anyways, anything else, boys?
That show Outer Banks that I've talked about.
Saw it.
Have you watched it?
Really good.
Yeah.
I saw
Season
it.
2
Season
comes
2's
out
coming.
Yeah, season
tomorrow.
Is it out
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drops tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Me and-
Interesting. I'm curious on how it goes. I don't see much longevity in this show.
Yeah, I don't know, but like, did you watch it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Like in the beginning.
I really gotta go pee. I'll be back.
Okay. Well, I'll wait to talk about it then.
Sorry. I just realized.
Yeah. In the beginning of this season, though, it starts off kind of slow, like it's introducing everybody, and towards the end, it's just like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
You said it's a sci-fi show, right? Like it's
no. It's called Outer Banks. It's about pretty much these teenagers just on an island, and there's like separations between like the pokes and the kooks, and it's hard to say like explain anything without spoiling it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're following a group of friends that are on the pokes who are like the poor people side of things, and yeah, it's
Then things get weird.
and there's like teenagers who are in high school, so they're doing stupid stuff like that involve police and stuff, and you're just like, why are you doing that? Like, you don't need to do this. Like, there's a simple solution to this.
Yeah.
But yeah, season 2 comes out tomorrow, so me and Mia are gonna binge watch it probably all night.
I started watching that show, Sex Life.
Yeah.
I watched like the first.
too.
I watched like the first like 3 episodes. I couldn't make it through more of that.
That show's a whole lot.
I tried to ask Mia if she wanted to watch it, and she said no.
I was able to get through it because I have that OCD thing, but yeah, man, it's just like Love or any other addict show that I just get super frustrated about.
You're just like, what are you doing?
Just stop. Just stop.
Just stop doing it.
Stop doing that. Not that bad. Yeah.
You should teach rehab.
Yeah, I was telling him about the Outer Banks thing, about how like beginning of the season it's kind of slow. It's
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
And towards the end of the season, you're just like,
What is going on?
Like, I was yelling at my TV, like, why are you doing that? Like, you don't need to do all this.
Yeah. And just like every time like they make a bad call, I'm like, why would you not go to the calls first?
Yeah.
That was stupid. Worry about your friends later. Square yourself up. Yeah.
I'll watch that show.
It's a goodie. It's worth it. Like I said, I don't think it's got more than 3, maybe 4 seasons. It's pushing it, but it'll be a good show until then.
Oh, a good non-spoiler is they're looking for treasure.
Yeah,
okay.
it's based around like this treasure lore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I'll check it out.
Anything else that we're watching?
Not yet.
I decided to taking down Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I got through like 2 episodes of it before I was just like, I'm tired. If I hear George of Mormont or whatever again, like...
Again, you have all these emotions about like random nonsense that makes no sense.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't even know who you said, and like I don't understand why you're bothered by that. But
No, it's just the sheer amount of like stuff in that show. It's just like,
it's a lot, but I like that. I don't know.
I already know how it ends. Like I don't even care.
I think that helps. Is
you don't know anything.
for
about
somehow
it.
I managed to just like completely ignore everything. I just know that people don't like the way it ended. Don't know anything else. I know that eventually there's gonna be a dragon,
All right.
and that'll be pretty dope. But yeah, other than that,
Like you don't know who like gets the dragon or like
I think it's the white girl.
the white girl. Did you say in Game of Thrones the white girl?
The white girl. Yeah, the white girl, not the white girl
I've
sleeping
never
with her
seen an
brother.
episode of Game of Thrones, and I have no idea what it's about. So
That's
I
interesting.
I decided to take it down like
I've thought about watching it, but I don't know if I'd be into it.
I love Lord of the Rings, and it's got Lord of the Ring vibes on it. So
But it's like Lord of the Rings, but like 11 times slower. Like it's so slow as far as like plot development goes. Like I'm just get to the battle. Just
yeah,
why are we having a
it's
whole?
also established that you're really impatient.
I'm not in.
Yeah, you are. Shut up.
Depending on the thing, I've watched some slow stuff. Okay, like I said, one of my favorite movies. A girl eats a
enough.
pie.
Exactly. That's why you're such a frustrating individual. You just told me that Game of Thrones takes too long and it's 8 seasons, but you could watch a 2-hour movie about a girl eating a whole pie.
That's not the whole. That's not the entire movie. That's a scene.
I don't care.
It's my favorite scene to bring up because it's so weird.
I don't care.
But yeah, that's why Game of Thrones is so. At the time, I was watching it. I think it was like during like spring break or something like that. I was like, oh, let me just put on Game of Thrones and just see if I can make my way through it. And I just got through like a couple of episodes. It was like
We also
so
watch TV
tired.
differently. Like I watch TV. Like, am I even gonna be able to get an episode in today? Oh no, it's 9:30. Yeah, so I'm gonna might eat something. I don't know. Might eat like a sandwich or something. But usually it's like I sit down for dinner at whatever time. I eat real quick and then finish the episode, then go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's why like I just said like I decided to take it down because if I'm watching an episode a day, like that's gonna be deep
We're
into
done in December.
yeah.
I was saying December. That's like might be December. I don't know. I don't know how
It might be
days work.
December, yeah. I don't know because it's not every day that I sit down, but
20 episodes. So is it 20 episodes a season? 20? It might be 24.
I don't know. HBO, my TV hates HBO. It
Oh,
always
really?
kicks me off. It's very frustrating.
Really, that's
And no matter what, it kicks me off like 10 minutes into what I'm watching.
Oh, damn.
And then, like,
Do you have to cast it like onto your?
no, it's a part of the TV
Oh,
as it is, but just like for whatever reason, like it doesn't.
I've heard that happens. Is if you do you have any like casting thing, or like a phone like?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I've heard that works better. You can't use your phone during that, but
Yeah.
I did watch Wonder Woman 1984
Did you?
finally.
why?
Because I heard about it and I wanted to see if it was actually bad as people were saying, and it was.
It
The first
was.
20 minutes, I was like, this is garbage. The first opening scene was garbage.
That's a shame, man. Gal Gadot is such a dimey dime.
Yes.
And it might be like the fact that Marvel does what they do, and like there's a big expectation now for superhero movies. Because like, I mean, it was definitely a superhero movie. Like you got your hero and you got your villain, but there was no like character development, no plot, no reasoning behind anything that happened.
Yeah, the whole point of that movie is like
It's a magic
Wonder
wishing crystal.
Wonder Woman, Mrs. Steve. That's it.
And the whole opening scene was like 10 minutes of her stopping some guys robbing a jewelry store in a mall.
No.
Like 10 minutes. No, nothing that adds to the story, nothing of what. Just showing her.
It's purely to be like, we're in the 80s, and there's Wonder Woman.
She's fighting.
I might watch
The only thing it
so-
established was that she was trying to stay hidden.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they established, which they could have done a lot better.
Yeah.
Just showing a newspaper of like mysterious woman saves, and that's it.
Yeah, that. I'm so tired. Yeah, I can't. That movie was so.
I also didn't watch it all the way. We watched it because that movie is long too for no reason.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You know what movie you shouldn't watch? You shouldn't watch Space Jam 2.
Oh yeah, no.
I've thought about.
Don't.
Don't.
Okay.
I couldn't do it.
Like, all you really have to do to watch Space Jam 2 just get onto HBO and just kind of scroll through everything, and you're good. That's watching. It's basically an ad for HBO. That's all it is.
Right.
So is it basically the movie is like just like the trailer?
Uh-huh.
That's it.
They
There's nothing more to it.
They wind up like it's LeBron James, like his kid gets stolen, and they have to play a basketball game to win him back, and then you get to see a bunch of like Warner Brothers IP, and that's kind of it. Like that's a movie. Like at least the first Space Jam, like you felt something.
Yeah.
Like maybe because we were young, but like
I don't know, man. That opening scene. You feel that opening scene, man.
you can't anymore.
No, you can.
It's got R. Kelly.
I don't give a damn. I listen to R. Kelly all the time.
I will still fly.
I'ma still fly. I'ma still do that.
Yeah, like I felt emotions. Like
I'ma still put that key in that ignition.
granted, that first Space Jam, not a perfect movie, like understandable.
No. Yeah.
But like that one was so much worse. So don't watch that, and don't watch American Pie. Girls Rules. It's American Pie, but significantly worse.
Beta House was pretty good. That was a good one.
I haven't seen Beta House.
It's super bro duty,
Well,
but like
I mean that's most of the American
it
Pie
was
ones.
most American Pie. Yeah.
But this one was like a modern one, and it's like a lot of like we don't stand for misogyny, like, and then punch the guy. Like
You just punched the mic. Come
Yes.
on. Duh.
you've done it before. We've all punched it.
I've never punched the mic actually.
We have an episode we could go.
I hit it with my
Chris,
face a
can,
lot.
Can you clip every
Every time from now on.
time Marcus punches a mic
I acknowledge that I scream at it.
and bump? You've bumped it a couple of times.
I don't think I have. Because I've had the thought of like
I'm about to clip.
everybody does it, but I don't. But also well established. I don't have a memory, so I might have.
Okay.
I don't know.
You have.
All right. I'm thinking you're a liar, but all right.
That's the person who remembers an insane amount of useless information.
All right, boys. Well, anyways, I need to go eat something before I go to bed.
I don't recommend watching Little Man, by the way. Unless you want to watch it for just how bad it is.
I might watch it, just try to take it down because people.
If you go in with no expectations at all,
Because
you
like,
might like it.
people didn't like Batman vs Superman. I liked it for what
That
it
one was pretty good.
was.
Yeah, it was
like
what it was.
I tend to like movies because I have like take them for what they are.
But this Wonder Woman movie is not on the same level as Batman vs Superman.
Like how you liked Mortal Kombat.
Exactly. Loved Mortal Kombat. Could it have been better? 100%.
1000%.
But
Especially
what it-
after
But what it gave me was awesome. It gave me fight scenes and it gave me fatalities. That's all I wanted, and that's what I got. Anyways,
Yeah.
if you rocked with us all the way to the end, let us know your opinions on things that we talk about. I would love to do. At some point, I would love to do like a
Q&A.
Q&A, an Ask B.
You gotta go like live on YouTube or Facebook.
Or well, like I would love to have people
Just
like
people comment, and
DM
send
me,
questions in, yeah.
send comments, things like that. Of like,
Yeah, you gotta put it on
And then we'll
social-
just answer them at the beginning of the show or something.
You gotta put, you gotta
Or
put
at
it
the
on
end.
social media. Just be like,
yeah, no, for sure. I just haven't figured out how to like set that up. I don't know if like because a lot of people have
do it.
like the email. Well, a lot of people have the email.
we have an email.
I know we have an email, but it's like
I mean, right now they can just DM.
yeah. Okay, look, it's an idea. I've had it within the last week, Evan. Jesus.
Had what?
The idea of doing the Q&A.
Don't do it.
I'm busy with other things. I was saying it to get y'all's opinion.
Yeah, we should do it.
Thanks, Chris, for
Yeah.
being inviting and saying that this is a decent idea. You shut up.
I didn't say it was a bad idea.
I don't like your voice anymore.
I said do it.
You're done talking.
I said,
You don't get to talk anymore.
I said do it.
Cut the mic.
I didn't say not do it.
I-
I didn't say
You're going to cut the
cut the
mic
cord.
on yourself.
I can't. I didn't say not
When
do
you're
it.
editing at the end, I want you to shut your mic off.
And keep dipping it up and down.
Anyways, I think that'd be cool to do it at some point in time.
Yeah.
So if anybody
We
has
still need to
questions,
do the watch along, like bad movie watch along.
Yeah.
Something. But yeah, we've had ideas.
I'll save Lamageddon for that. Lamageddon.
Would love to do that. Popcorn and whiskey and Lamageddon. Anyways, everybody that's been rocking this all the way to the end, appreciate you guys a whole bunch. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Peace. Popcorn and whiskey? You don't think that's a good idea?
No.
That sounds great to me, bud.
Popcorn and whiskey sounds
awesome.